Welcome everybody. This is just a very quick demonstration about how I approach this one. This is of course not created by me. The principle I took it from another very talented and very good artist. I'll just show it to you, but this is the video. As you can see, the particles are moving down, and we're modifying the velocity so the particle is following it. So we have three types. We have 1, 2, the circle, and the shockwave. So it's 3 types. Okay, I attended this nice tutorial by Mr. Jozef Plata. So shout out to Mr. Jozef, very talented and incredible guy. So I had a spare time, so I was interested to learn his way, which is very cool. But I apply it not in a different way, because he used to jump between subs. For me, I made it all in one sub, which is not a big thing, by the way. So just I will go run down how I went with it. So here, this is the main subject. He chose Tommy and I put the rubber toy. Okay, I remove the attribute from it and I move it up in the air. I created the first pop network. Pop network, the source, I'm sourcing points and keeping them for like 4 seconds. You can play with it, doesn't matter. I also use drag, and here I use 2 advection because I use the Pyro simulation that I created beside it to advect the movement and the velocity of the particle. So here advect by volume. The second time I will go to outside, and here I use the position because he used the position. I tried the others, all the same, but the position is the more accurate, precise one, but you will lose the velocity. Also another volume and a ground, and this is how it look, because without these 2 advection, this is how it look. A little bit gravity, simply like that. Also in the ground plane, I should make it 1, not here in the other one. Anyway, what if I make it 1 here? Let's see. But we don't have temperature here for the velocity. Forget. But the bouncing, we make it very small also. Cool. So how we come up with these 2 advection by volume? First one is here. He created at the top of the rubber toy, which is here, a box, so it can encapsulate. But we can create it from this one also. Let's do it. Okay, so we created the volume. Where I should take it from. I know I will take it from here and see what will happen. This will play with it. So I created a Pyro source, and I'm scattering from the surface, adding a little bit noise to the density and temperature, which is animated also. These are the default settings. I rasterize density and temperature, fuel, and this came by default, and I'm out. Okay, here in the dop network for this one, I'm sourcing the density, temperature, and velocity, and I'm hitting the ground. But here we make the temperature as 1, so it will bounce up. So you see, so this will look different than the other one, but it's just playing with the parameter and changing. Okay, something like this. So it's imported, and I hook it to the second pop network that we played with here. Okay, on the other hand, On the other hand, we created the circle. So the particle will come here. They are affected by the Pyro velocity. So we created this line. It's initially a circle. We make it a polygon and we make it open arc, not full degree. Let's increase more. Let's make it more. Let's do it like this and see what will happen. Okay, and we extend it so it will because but if you cross it, the particle will cross. It will narrow. So I just keep the space. Okay, this is by edit volume. We copy and we play it with the instance. This one. Let me make the circle a little bit smaller. And let's see what will happen and lower it down. So this is the copy. 5 times or so. This is 6 times, and we'll make it bigger. Okay, copy. So it's encapsulate and take the full circle. And we are dividing 360 degree by the total number of the copies. See, and CY channel and CY. You can right click, copy, and add it there. Then we did a resample, so the shape will be smooth. We VDB from it. I kept the default setting. Let's make it 5, thinner one, and out. But here what I added, because in the resample I remember, yeah, tangent attribute, we added the velocity. So with the VDB we added another attribute and we choose velocity. We call it vel as a velocity. Okay, so this is where we at. Okay, so let's go back here. So I will disable this one and see how it will look now. The first Pyro, so it's falling down naturally and it will be affected down here where we left it. The Pyro will start. Okay, so it's just moving according to that volume. Okay, if we play with the velocity, let's make it update force. Initially it will be update force, and we remove the wind. So this is how it will look. Okay, and this is update velocity. Going crazy. And this is the position. Velocity update, final velocity. It's more chaotic, so we go with update velocity. Let's make it full 1. So it's totally affected by it. Let's decrease it. Okay, let's say it's okay. Now the second velocity, and I will disable this one. This one is on position. This is the circle, if you remember, circle. Update velocity. We will disable the gravity. Let's make it force. Maybe it needs more here. Just make it back to 1. And nothing is happening. So position, maybe it's not touching it. It's not touching it, so I'll just make it tiny bigger. Let's see. Maybe I'll make it closer also. Something like that. so it's touching it very little. So let's say update position, say update velocity, and update force. Let's put them together and see, because this will make it move. Yes, see, it's rotating. And here let's say position again. So there is some of the movement, circulation. Okay, so this is just a copy of this one, but we pump up the amount. He, in his video, he went very high. Yeah, I'll just show you his work. See, it's very cool. Please also support his channel, and shout out to Jozef. So just bigger. In my mind, I wanted to take his principle and take it further step and do something else. But then I thought, no, let me do his exercise and practice it, and share it with everybody and promote his channel, because this guy looks awesome. Really, a lot of cool tips. And I'm doing this one, trying to learn it, because I'm stuck with the Boolean. I'm not being able to hear this one. When I cut the Boolean, when I cut it, where is it? The Boolean, when I cut, it doesn't work. I don't know why, so I'm thinking about it. Yeah, so he put the dissolve here. Yeah, in this Boolean. After you connect, because he want to take this piece, but I cannot. Why it's not working? But I cannot figure out how to take the sim. I did the same thing, but it didn't work with me. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, because this video also is cool. See, very impressive, very talented person. Excellent. See how is the velocity? Yeah, it's cool. Smoke and biosimulation is all about how you do the sourcing and how you manipulate the velocity. It's all about the velocity only. So let's hit back. This is just a higher resolution, more numbers, same advection. Okay, now here we took the particles. Okay, remove this one, and here I have V. Why? Because if I choose position, I will lose it, but here I have velocity. But by all means, I could compute the velocity. It's better to have the central. Okay, so I have velocity here. Then this is the first code. You are fitting the age between 0 and the maximum life of the particle to make it between 0 and 1, and you are applying this color ramp, and you are and we are adding the velocity attribute by the length of the velocity, not by the direction. It will compute it's the length of that velocity vector. Then in the color we use ramp from attribute, and let's just go here, and you can play with this one as you like, or maybe we choose this one look nice. How you know how much to put here? You can go to the, let's say, velocity. See what's the maximum number. It look like 3, so let's make it 4, something like that. Sometimes it's 4. So this one looks cool. We add another trail because each one has its ID somewhere here. If I'm not mistaken, I cannot see the ID here, but there should be an ID for each particle. Okay. Sorry. We add a trail 6. They are following. Each one is following the other one. Now we will have ID here because of the trail sub. We added an add node. The add node we choose by group, polygon by group, by attribute, by ID. So it's connected. This one look awesome. This color, look, very nice color. Okay, so here same thing. I copy this and put it here, and this is the color. Let's play with this color. Let's put another one. Let's see what they have. Perfect. And make this one like this. Make it bigger. This one will go, let's say 4. Okay. Cool. Now we have the shockwave in this in Houdini. So what he did, he added a torus at the middle of it. He set the velocity to go in X and Z, nothing in Y, so it will spread around. And Pyro source. Let's see the shockwave Pyro shockwave source. Okay, so if I connected this one here and here, it's a shockwave. Let's see. Okay, let's go to the beginning. Boom, boom. Let's play with it. Initial size. Add this one here. We have a volume. We have a Pyro. This is volume per temperature and velocity, because we need the temperature, because he used the temperature, we can use the temperature. Okay, nothing fancy here, just lowering the disturbance and the amount of not the amount, the resolution, just to go fast, because we just want one field, the temperature. This temperature. So we wanted this one, something like that. Okay, and we out with the explosion. That what he did here, he read the torus on a grid, so he can have, with a minimum distance, so he can have a flat surface like this. Or you can use a tube and make it to the ground, very small, anything. I need just a source. Okay, and pop network. In the pop network, two things. First, advection by volume, which is the explosion we just did by the torus, and here we are doing an activation or emission of particle every 24 frame. So $f percentage, this is the module when it's equal 0, so it's 0 every 24 frame. Let's go 24, 22, 23, 24, 1, then it go out again like that. You know, I want to put the ground, I didn't put, so this is a ground, this is a merge, something like that. Okay, so here I'm taking out the pop, adding the trail, same story, same, and here we're using fire, so it's something like that. Maybe here by force, by velocity, let's see. It's so chaotic, I want to lower it. So in the shape I'll go with the disturbance very low and turbulence also low. Where is my pointer? Okay, let's go here. So maybe we can say here attribute, to the inherited attribute, here we make it 3, 3 and 0. Just to have something different. So after that, in the color I can add also bob drag. Always bob drag is good to have. Okay, maybe here also we can set and multiply by 10. To take this one, I want to add it here. Oh, not to the grid, stupid, to the ray. I want to make it spread more, spreading. Visible burst animation, take longer, stereo expansion, very nice shape. Let's see what will happen. First component, okay, shape offset, no need. Initial size, something like that. If we revert to the default and factory default, oh, that's too much. We don't want explosion, we want shockwave. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, So we have something here inside, and here I will use scatter, no, all points, divide. To lower the amount of particles, because here we have 139,000. Resolution, point separation, something like that. So let's make the duration even longer. Frame duration, let's make it 48. And I want them to die like for 1 second, 0.5. I'm messing up the whole simulation, but we're just exploring. Here I'll remove this one. Let's have a look. Cool. So here, let's say I have a drag, I have this one, and I don't have gravity. And here velocity blend, say position, very good. I'll just continue, same thing we're using, and for the color we're doing this color. Let's see, boom. No, even this one looks nice. Maybe because I'm using all bones, we'll use bones and we make it here, yeah, so it will pulse. It will pulse every 10 frames, let's see. It's not working. I'll just make it 1 and see. I think this simulation is dying quickly. It's not dying quickly. It's here. Anyway, and even make it 1. I'm not taking the temperature, we are taking the velocity here. So from where we get it? Field temperature, we want velocity. Anyway, maybe I can take this Pyro shock, take it here and bypass. Give it a second. Let's see now. I need to reset. But I'm having this one. It's up in the sky. Reset. Give me this one back. Reset. Maybe I lost this. Quick set up for smoke. Where is the velocity? My computer is dying. Yeah. Let me kill the bounce nails. This is -1. Okay, let's go here. So ugly. More. Or using my bad. This one I should put anyway here. Let's add some disturbance and turbulence. Anyway, this is the point. Without it, this one looks cool. Now I want to share this file, but because in his website, it's not a website, in his video he didn't share the file, so I don't know if as a courtesy, because he didn't share the file, I cannot share the file. And if he's okay with that, I can share my file for you to play with more. Thank you very much and have a nice day. So this is the setup I come up with, and I'm still rendering this one, still in the render process. It's about to finish something. It's taking days now, so this one will be soon. Thank you very much. Bye.